welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now, from the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Along with Greg Olsen, Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get about 5.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. Josh Metellus on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pocket. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's another run here for Williams. Forward, a short gain to the 25. That's Jonathan Grenard.
anything really to write home about. What it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. What a move! He's in. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time they've worked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Osa Odiguzua getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to... Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he is out of bounds down at 21. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
The count is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job is covering, hustling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Tobin. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's down. He'll go right back to Tobin. He's got it again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tobin. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 41 yards. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard
Both
line.
pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. That's just a big-time play.
Prescott's
halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. In motion, Naylor. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Look, little play action here with McCarthy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball, but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Automatic first down.
The play action. It's Prescott. This pass right side. Caught by Lamb.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Dallas first down. Dak gonna run with it himself. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the tackle to end the play. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
There he goes again. And he will get into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
I love a quarterback draw. It has to be timed and run at the right moment. You can't get reckless with it. But, man, they're thinking pass. You've got them all spread out. The patience to sell the pass, allow everybody to get deep into their drops. The quarterback just simply takes it up the middle for an easy 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So The more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 36.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. To throw is McCarthy. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Second and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and 11. Now McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on. Williams gets it from the pistol. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the right zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They put Pickens in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short. Prescott. And he's in! Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
For the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys will open it up even further. Here in is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Up comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
A couple of explosive runs here to start the drive. Now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
While this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end. And then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2. They'll put Addison in motion.
For the 2-point conversion.
To throw, it's McCarthy. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to end with a 2-point conversion.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts at the 13. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard
The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the play fake, Dak. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
First down.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.
Moses